Welcome to the world of mathematics. Boys and girls, how was your night and how was yesterday's lessons? Today, I want us to revise on simple and compound interest. Um, I have endeavored to get KCP papers from 2010 to 2019, and these ones will give you ample revision on interest. Compound interest is only introduced in class 8. In class 7, you learn about simple interest, and it has a lot to be done in 7 than in 8. And so you find so many questions talking about simple interest instead of compound interest. However, today, what I've extracted from the past KCP papers will give you ample revision. Thank you. On question 2, year 2019, question 41, year 2019, question 41. Victor Minor, please help us read that question eloquently. As the others listen. Let us read after Victor Minor. Wanyama deposited 84,000 shillings in a bank which paid a simple interest at the rate of 10% per annum. Underline the word annum means year, per year. The word annum means per year. And so allow me to underline the word annum. How much money altogether? There is an omission here, boys and girls. It should be how much money altogether did he get if he withdrew all the money with the interest and at the end of 7 months. Let's read again together, boys and girls. Be alert and read together with the teacher. Wanyama deposited 84,000 shillings in a bank which paid simple interest at the rate of 10% per annum. How much money altogether did he get if he withdrew all the money with the interest earned at the end of 7 months? Underline the word months. All right. And remember, last time I taught you how to collect data from the word question. The question is too wordy and might confuse, and so you're supposed to break it down in a simple data collection like the one I've written here. Deposits were given as 84,000 shillings. The rates were given as 10%, and the time they're given 7 months. And so, which ones are our tasks? Our tasks are 2. The first task is to find the interest, and the last task is to find the amount. And I want us to remind ourselves the formula of finding simple interest. The formula of finding simple interest. Joy Mwende, please remind us the formula of finding simple interest. Joy Mwende. Brilliant. Simple interest is equal to principal multiplied by rate over multiplied by time. Right? Time here depends on the rate. If the rate says per month, then the rate will be monthly. If the rate says per annum, then the rate will be year. So you understand. Then the time is yearly. I hope you understand. So here talking about per annum, but the time given in months. And so we will do something to make sure these months become years. We convert them into years by dividing by 12. Right? So the formula, as when I say is equal to multiplied by rate 100 multiplied by time. Yes? And then principal here in going to be, principal is the deposit. The other name of principal is deposit. So 8,000 shillings. 84,000 shillings by the rate, that is 10, that is 10 over 100. Multiply time. Time is 7 months. And so we put it over 12 months to make it a year. So it's 7 over 12. I hope you now understand why we are putting it over 12. Yes? The rate is per annum, but the time is given in months. So we must convert months into years. Right? 12 months make 1 year. Then we can now simplify by cancelling. Simplify by cancelling the zeros. That 0 goes with that 0. That 0 goes with that 0. Now, then we have 12. We all know that 84 is a multiple of 12. Okay? By 12 is 1, and by 12 is 7. Right? Then we lift these zeros. 700. Now, what are we left with, boys and girls? Boys and girls, we will say that interest is equal to 700 multiplied by 7. What is 700 multiplied by 7? Trinity rows. Trinity rows. 700 multiplied by 7. Very good, Trinity. 700 multiplied by 7 is 4,900. So interest here is equal to 4,900 shillings. That is the interest. So we have answered. The first task is completed. Now we come to the second task, boys and girls. Amount. And how do we get the total amount? Because it's withdrew all the money with interest earned. The money deposited plus the interest. Alright? So amount here is equal to, the amount here is equals to the interest earned plus the deposit or the principal. Alright? Yes, and so the deposit, the interest is 4,900 shillings. And the principal is 84,000. 84,000 shillings. Now I want somebody to add and give me the total amount given. Somebody to add. Griffins Omari. Griffins Omari, please add and give me the total amount at the bank at the end of 7 months. Yes? Thank you, Griffins. Thank you, Griffins. The answer is going to be 88,900 shillings. 88,900 shillings. That is the amount. That's the amount he withdrew at the end of 7 months. 88,900 shillings. Thank you. Clap for Omari. Omari, you are so bright. Yes? Now let's look at what we did. We collected data. Remember our D question. You need to break it down by collecting the necessary data in a simple way to help you now understand what steps to take. And we have collected data there. Now, what do you think could be asked differently from what has been asked here? We are going to get it here in the next question. Kcpe 2018, question number 43. Class, I want us to read together. I want us to read together. Kinje invested money with a financial institution that paid simple interest at the rate of that is supposed to be rate, boys and girls, a few mistakes here, at the rate at the rate of 5% per annum. PM means per annum. After 60 months, the money earned an interest. After 60 months, the money earned an interest of 5,000 shillings. How much had he invested? Now we want to read it again. There was a small hitch in the writing. And so I want us to read it again now with understanding. Boys and girls, are you ready to read? All together. Kcpe invested money with a financial institution that paid simple interest at the rate of 5% per annum. After 60 months, the money earned an interest of 5,000 shillings. How much had he invested? That is the question. Again, boys and girls, we've collected data. Data, we've been given the rate, which is 5%. What else have we been given? Time, 60 months. What else have we been given? Interest, 5,000 shillings. Now, we want to know the deposit. We want to know the deposit. Yes? We want to know the deposit. Now here, we need to look at the formula of finding simple interest. That is, interest is equal to principal multiplied by rate over 100 multiplied by time. Somebody help us to find deposit directly. Who can give us a direct formula where the principal is the subject matter? Morgan Byron. Morgan Byron, will you help us? That's a trial. Let's be helped with Sizzler. Sizzler, where is Sizzler? Please help us. Somebody has to better it. Shalim 10. Would you please better it? Brilliant, Shalim. Now we will say that principal, that is the deposit, principal is going to be equal to interest multiplied by 100 all over rate multiplied by time. Get that? That's the direct formula of finding principal when you're given rate and time. Are we able to see that? Now let's come here and say principal is equals to interest. What is interest given? Interest is 5,000 shillings. 5,000 shillings times 100 all over 60 months. Boys and girls, time is given in months, yet the rate is in per annum. Yes? And so we multiply up here by 12. 60 months divided by 12 to get the year. Get that? Then times rate, which is 5%. I hope we understand. Now we want to cancel. We want to cancel. That 0 goes with that 0. That 5 by 5, 1 by 5, 2. Alright? By 6, 1 by 6, 2. Now we have 5,000 times 2 times 2. 5,000 times 2 times 2. Who is ready to give me the right answer? Evelyn Wairimo. Evelyn Wairimo. Yes. Very good. Evelyn, you are very fast and accurate. So the principal here would be Kenya shillings 20,000. Kenya shillings 20,000. I hope you all understood, especially why we multiplied by 12 up there. Yes? Essentially, it's 60 divided by 12, right? When you follow up up the operation, we'll find that now after doing the right operation, 12 will go up while 6 remains down in the principles of dividing fractions. Thank you. That is another question that would be asked on simple interest. On simple interest. All right? Let's look at question number 48 of Kcpe 2015. Question number 48 of Kcpe 2015. Class, boys and girls, as brilliant as you are, shall we read together? Ngoko deposited 120,000 shillings in a bank that gave compound interest at the rate of 6% per annum. What was the amount in the bank in 2 years? In 2 years. What was the rate? What was the amount in the bank? Now they're asking us to find the amount. Once again, we collect the data. We collect the data. The data I have collected for you here with the help of Moses and Irene. Clap for them because they helped me collect the data in this question. Very well. The deposit is 120,000 shillings. The rate is 6% and time is 2 years. So which ones are our tasks? Our tasks are to find the interest and the rate, just like the first question, the interest and the rate. Boys and girls, Sylvia Mukanyika, please help me write the formula for finding interest. Sylvia? Yes, wonderful. Interest is equal to principal multiplied by rate over 100 multiplied by time. Very good. Very good. Let us find the right interpretation of the formula. Doris Wakio, can you substitute the right figures in that formula? What is principal, what is rate, and what is time? Doris? Is that correct, class? Very well. So Doris says that the principal is 120,000 shillings, the rate is 6%, and the time is 2 years. Yes? Remember, that is compound interest, boys and girls. So we cannot write 2 years. We cannot write 2 years. So we will calculate annually in compound interest. Compound interest. We calculate annually, boys and girls. And so we will multiply by 1 year each. And so we correct here. Doris, remember this next time. That is 1. Very good. Right? So we cancel the zeros with those 2 zeros and multiply 6 by 1,200. 6 multiplied by 1,200. John Mark. John Mark? Very good. Please clap for John Mark. He got it right. And that would be, interest would be 7,200 shillings. Now, pay attention as I go to the next step, boys and girls. We must find the amount of the first year. That's the interest of the first year. The first year. We must find the amount of the first year. What is the amount of the first year? We add principal plus the interest. And that is the principal of 120,000 plus the interest of 7,200 shillings. Yes? Somebody help me get that. Who is ready? Yes, Serena. Serena? Very good. Now the amount here would be 127,200 shillings. That would be the amount of the first year. Pay attention again, boys and girls. The amount of the first year becomes the principal of the second year. Note that. The amount of the first year becomes the principal of the second year. So second year interest would be the principal of the amount of the first year, which has become now the principal, times the same rate, 6/100 times 1. Remember, it's yearly, annually. So we cancel the zeros and the zeros. Boys and girls, we have to multiply this. We have to multiply this. Allow me to multiply it from here because there is space. 1,272 multiplied by 6. 6 times 2. 6 times 2. Somebody. Ray Mulama. Very good. It is 12. Thank you, Ray. We carry 1. What is 6 times 7? What is 6 times 7? Stephanie? Correct. 6 times 7 is 42 plus 1, 43. We carry 4. Once again, what is 6 times 2 plus 4? 6 times 2 plus 4. Mary Kiso. Very good. 6 times 2 plus 4 is 16. So we write 6 and carry 1. What is 6 times 1 plus 1? Judy. Yes, Judy? Very good, Judy. 6 times 1 plus 1 is 7. So the answer is 7,632. That's the interest of the second year. 7,632 shillings. This is the interest of the first year. Remember, they asked us to find the amount, not the interest, after 2 years. And so we add the interest to amount would be the principal plus the interest. And that would be 127,200 plus 7,632 shillings. Yes? Let us add again here. 127,200 plus 7,632. 0 plus 2 is 2. 0 plus 3 is 3. 2 plus 6 is 8. 4 plus 4. 7 plus 7 is 14. Carry 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. And then we drop that 1 here because it doesn't have a partner. Boys and girls, the amount here would be 134,832 shillings. That would be the amount. And that is what the question was asking. That would be the amount. Let us go through it again because this compound interest is introduced in class 8. It was not in standard 7. In standard 7, we did simple interest. And so let us go through it again. We have been told Ngoko deposited 120,000 shillings in a bank that gave compound interest at the rate of 6% per annum. What was the amount in the bank at 2 years? 2 years. We have collected data here. 120,000 shillings is the deposit or the principal. Then 6%. Then 2 years is the time. Our first is to find the interests. Okay, and we used the formula of the simple interest to find the interest, and the first year's interest is that. Hope we are right. 6 times 12 is 72, so that's 7,200 shillings. Then we add the interest of the first year to the principal of the first year to get the amount, and so the amount becomes the principal of the second year. The amount, 127,200 becomes the amount of the second year. Becomes the principal of the second year. And so second year, we begin our calculation from here. 127,200 multiplied by 6 over 100 multiplied by 1. Remember, we calculate annually. We don't calculate with the total number of years. We split it in one, in several years, each year its own interest. Then we cancel, we multiply. We want to check our multiplication. Be very careful. 6 times 2 is 12. We carry 1. We write 2, we carry 1. 6 times 7 is 42. 42 plus 1 is 43. We carry 4. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 4 is 16. Carry 1. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 1, 7. So this amount is correct. So this is the principal of the second year. We add the principal of the second year to the interest of the second year to the principal of the second year to get the total amount. Now, what else can be done now from such a question? Boys and girls, what else can you expect in an examination? They might ask you to calculate total interest. Total interest and after 2 years. That means you will take the interest of the first year, which is 7,200, plus the interest of second year, which is 7,632, and then you add them, because total interest, you take the two interests and add them. That would be 2, 3, this plus that is 8, 7 plus 7 is 14. That would become now the total interest earned after 2 years. Boys and girls, you want to see some magic somewhere? So that total interest, when we add that total interest to the first principal, 120,000, total interest is 14,832. 2, 3, 8, 4, 3, 1. 134,832. Now you see, it must be equal to the amount after 2 years. It must be equal to the amount after 2 years. So that is what else can be said from such a question, the total interest. The total interest. They can also decide to ask you what's the difference between the interest of the second year and the interest of the first year. That's still a question that can be asked on compound interest. So pay attention to such questions. Having done that, boys and girls, let's come to the last question today. Kcpe 2013, question number 43. Once again, now I would want to be read by girls. Boys, you wait as the girls read this question. Yes? Somebody said somewhere that girls are more eloquent when it comes to reading. Let us prove it today. The next question will be read by boys, so don't you be jealous. Once deposited 24,000. Sorry girls, I have interfered. Let us read together, girls, again. Once deposited 24,000 shillings, 24,600 shillings in a certain financial institution which paid a simple interest per annum. After 9 months, the total amount of money plus interest earned was 23,338. At what rate per cent did the money earn interest? You can see how confusing the question is, but well said. We can collect data from there. Boys, did you get that? Hope you understood that. Now, this data has been collected by Furaha and Lydia. They helped me collect this data. So I want us to clap for them. Very good. The deposit is for 24,600 shillings. The time is 9 months. It's not that it is 9 months. The amount is 25,338. We don't know the interest. So our first task is to find interest. And look at this. Interest, when we are given amount and deposit, the formula is this. Sorry, it's interest, not amount. Interest here would be the amount minus deposits. Now the amount here would be 25,338 minus the deposit 24,600. 24,600. I hope you are understanding and following. Let's look at the difference here. 25,338 subtract 24,600. 24,600. Let us subtract, boys and girls. I hope you're paying attention. 8 minus 0 is 8. 3 minus 0 is 3. 3 minus 6 is impossible. And so we are borrowing 1 from the neighbor, which is 5. We are left with 4. That one, you bring it next to 3 and becomes 13. 13 minus 6. 13 minus 6 is 7. 13 minus 6 is 7. So boys and girls, interest here is going to be 738 shillings. 738 shillings. That's interest. Now we have completed the first task. Now let's look for the rate. Now boys and girls, the rate here would be interest times 100 over rate over time times principal. And so interest is 738 times 100 over time, which is 9 months again. So we must multiply up here by 12, then times principal, which is 24,600. Now there we are. We are supposed to cancel. Let's cancel the 2 zeros first. Get rid of the 2 zeros. We are completely fine now. Yes. Now let's look at by 9. By 9 here once. By 9 here is 82. I think it's 82. All right. Now by 82 here once. I think by 82 here 3 times. Then by 3 once and by 3 4. That means that rent is equals to 4%. That is our rate. Rate is 4%. Boys and girls, be very careful with the simplification. You must be very good in table mastery to know what to simplify with. I hope you have understood. Did you understand? Very good. Now, boys and girls, there are few questions here I would like you to do for me from a few past KCPE papers. Now, 2010, I want to arrange them according to the years. Now, 2010, you do number 29. Question number 29. Hope you can read it clearly. Question number 29. Very good. 2011. Question number 49. Question number 49. 2012. Question number 28. Question number 28. Very good. And 2014, question number 27. Question number 27. If you do that, boys and girls, and many other questions from different KCP question papers below 2010, you have 209, you have 208, 207, 206, and downward, boys and girls, you will be able to have ample practice on interest and compound interest. Thank you so very much for listening. Did you understand? Are you excited that you now know a new topic? Boys and girls, lovely, lovely. Bye. Catch you later.